Alright, what is good everybody? So I made the tier lists and this is going to be a bit different than before. I'm going to just straight up say the tiers and where they belong. And also you guys got to remember that this is for both Arena and BR. So there's going to be a tier list for Arena and for BR. And for Arena, it's not comp, okay? So I know you comp players watching this video, you guys are going to disagree. This list is not based on comp rules, glad rules. No, it's not based on that, okay? I could make a list based on comp and glad rules if you guys want, but this is not based on that, so keep that in mind. Anyways, we're going to start off with the PvP list. I did make a poll on my YouTube channel. There was a total of 1,600 votes, and you guys voted 49% Hiei in first, 21% Gura in second, 13% Mera in third, Kage in fourth, and Suna in fifth. You guys get it? Right, so those were my top 5. And after doing a bit more research and kind of just going around each fruit and their recent nerfs, buffs, and everything, I finalized a top 5, but we're going to go with top 5 at the end because we want to make it exciting. So, bottom tier, D tier, it's not really a question. We're going to be putting Heal and Kilo. They're both just have a terrible moveset when it comes to PvP. It's really not a debate to put these guys higher. Next is in C tier we have Suke, Bomu, and Bari. Now these are in order, so the one closest to the letter is the better one in that list. So Suke would be bottom C tier while Bari be top C tier. Now Bari is not good for PvP because Cage isn't a true extender anymore, or not even a true combo anymore. So you can't really do mix-ups with that anymore. It's not really like reliant. Bomu grab got nerfed, no extenders. Only good thing about Balmu right now is mines because of block breaks. B tier, low B tier, we got Balmu, we have Horo, and then we have Spring. I know a lot of you guys are gonna want Spring a bit higher, but Spring doesn't really have the best mobility. Its TP dash is worse, or its dash is worse than normal TP dashes, which is like an issue. Obviously, it's not really that good. It's only good if you're going strength, like Black Leg main or like Dragon Claw main or like even M1 main, not Sword main. So because this scales really well with M1s, so with fists, yeah, that's why it's up there. I don't think it should be higher. There's not really like a crazy moveset to it for it to be higher. Okay, now this is where it's gonna stir up a bit of some issues here in A tier. Now the reason why I have Venom top A tier is because Venom is the definition of brain dead fruit. No extenders, but it has insane damage. You only go free main with Venom. It's the same thing with Magu. Venom and Magu are two fruits you cannot go on one main. You can only go fruit main with both those weapons. And as much as I hate to say, it's pretty good, you know? As much as PvP is all about M1s, I mean, those two are really good to go fruit mains with. But Venom has to be at the top of A tier due to how much damage it does. And the reason why it's not S tier is because it's really easy to counter. I mean, each move is punishable in its own way, except the Z move, or like the little stench around you. Other than that, everything else is just easy to see and punishable. Bottom is Spin. Spin is still really good even after the nerfs. It has a combo extender, which does a decent amount of damage. Even after the buffs, Pika, in my opinion, is the worst legendary for PvP. Unless you're a really skilled user, I do think it's really bad. It has no combo extenders. It's bad to go fruit main with. Terrible to go fruit main with. The only way you can combo is using your X move, and you could PB it, so it's not really the best. Next is Marrow. I do think Marrow's better because of its combo extender. It still has a good moveset. The X move and is really good. Like, it is really good. Literally gives you a free combo start. The Z move is also good to combo end. E move is also good for like little mix-ups. So I will say Marrow is up there. If anything, Marrow could be placed higher than Pa. But I'm not going to do that because Pa, I feel like, is really underrated. X move is a combo extender and has 2 block breaks as moves. Actually, no, I will be putting yeah, I'll do this. I think that's nice because the X move kind of carries Marrow. The X move is just insanely good, so I have to put it up there. Next is Magu. Magu has really good damage output, but due to its recent eruption nerfs, it's not good. The only good PvP move for Magu is eruption, and with that being completely gutted, you're not really wanting to go Magu in PvP. It's not the best. Next is Marrow and Yomi. Now, I don't really have to explain. They both have an extender. Yomi has insane stun, and it has a combo breaker, or combo ender, and that block breaks. So, that's why I have it up there. Now this is where it's gonna get a bit juicy. Okay, this is the S tier. Now we're gonna start from bottom to top. Okay, so in last place in S tier is Zushi. This is a sad day for Zushi, man. Zushi is gutted, even though they nerfed or buffed the pull cooldown. It is still gutted. One extender. Z move is kind of useless unless you're kind of just mixing it up. Your meteor is an easy PB, and your E move is useless unless you're wall comboing. So that's why it's all the way down there. It has a good moveset for BR, but it does not have a good moveset for PvP, sadly. Not anymore, man. Alright, next we have... Oh, I also do want to say that Zushi is also really skilled now. If you are a good user with Zushi and you are good, Zushi could be top S tier. I will say that. It could be pretty high up. Tori. Now, I am not counting ultimates, okay? Ultimates are not in this list. PvP is not about using your ultimates. It's not. That's just not how PvP is. It's about M1s, it's about combo potential, and it's about what the fruit can do in terms of mix-ups, baiting, and obviously combo potentials. So, Tori is bottom due to it having only one extender and a block breaking move, so it literally only has 2 moves. Only reason why it's this high up is because of the healing move and the arm move, which is its only combo extender. Lets you go hybrid and do a ton of damage. Low cooldown as well, so that's why it's up there. Goro. Now, my beloved Goro is definitely better than Zushi and Tori right now. I feel like because of its combo extender and its moveset, its moveset is legit meant for PvP. Like I've never seen a moveset more complement other than Ito. I've never seen a moveset so PvP based. You know, I made this list around 4 times. This is my 4th time making this list, and this is the official list. But this is gonna make people mad. This right here is gonna make people not happy. Buddha. I put Buddha pretty low, man. After its nerf, bro, Buddha's kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie. Buddha has one extender and one other move, the Z move, the spine breaker move, which is kind of useless. It doesn't combo extend. I could be wrong about it and not combo extending because I haven't used Buddha since it got nerfed, and I'm not trying to get another Buddha just to test it out. So you guys tell me if I'm wrong in the comments, but from everyone I've 1v1 that used Buddha, it does not combo extend. I got out every time they used it. And even getting Mo to 20% isn't the easiest. You have to get combos off. So you got to be good with Buddha in order for it to be good. Just like Zushi, man. Next is Ope. I do think Ope is better than Buddha because I am using Ope right now. And let me tell you something. It is a fruit that I never thought would be that good. I'm not going to lie, for PvP. You have one combo extender you don't need to be in your room for, which does a lot of damage. You have a whole moveset in your room, like a lot of moves that could combo extend even. So when I'm telling, a lot of block breakers too. So when I'm telling you that this move is actually, or this fruit is actually mad underrated, it is really underrated for PvP. It could even be placed higher on this list, but considering the other combo potentials and the moveset, the combo potential, sorry, not moveset, because OP would have been a moveset. But considering combo potentials, I'd have to be putting them higher. So next is Mochi. Mochi. The reason why Mochi is so high is because of the E stun. You get put in the E move for a long time to the point where someone could literally use ball head on you. So it's good. A lot of baiting moves as well. So I will say it's up there. Not gonna lie, I would be putting Ope higher than, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna switch that up. I'm gonna be putting Ope higher than Mochi. I do think Ope is better than Mochi. So we're going to switch those two. Next is Yami. Now, Yami is a really good PvP fruit. Don't get me wrong, but it's unreliant. I mean, your Z move sometimes completely spazzes out. Like, you'll use your Z move, and next thing you know, it's aimed at, like, the opposite direction. Your E move does not combo extend. It's good for, like, catching people off guard, just like the Zushi Z move, just like Dominance. But the only reason why it's this much higher than Zushi, even though they have kind of a similar like moveset, is because of the arm move. The arm move on Yomi is insanely good. It is so good. It insta block breaks. Like, when I tell you that I never knew the arm move was that good until I used Yami again, I never knew Yami was that good until I used it again, bro. I'm telling you. Okay, now there's 2 more remaining in S tier, and I think you guys can guess which those are. So the second highest in S tier, which is actually my 7th highest rated fruit, is Ito. I don't know. I feel like you guys are gonna say Yami's better than Ito, but Ito just has insane mobility. The Z move is an insane move for PvP. Like, you could, if someone M1s you as you have the Z move out and you let it go, it's boom, you combo start right there. They're stuck in place right under you. You could combo start. Flight can combo extend if you use it properly. It could catch people off guard. Your E move is a good way to like get out of combos, and it's a good way to bait people as well. You have a combo extender, and your R move is really good for block break because it's almost an instant block break. It's kind of hard to just not see it coming. So that's why it's there. Now, this fruit right here that I have top of S tier was originally at the bottom of S tier. And then I was told by a lot of people what this fruit potential was. So I went and did my research. I went and watched clips. And the reason why this fruit is not in top 5 is because it is massively ping based. How do I know it's ping based? Because I've tried it and I've went against it and I can tell you it's ping based. Number 1 in S tier is Yuki. Yuki is one of the definition of underrated PvP fruits. Now the reason why this is so high up is because your R move is a combo extender, your E move is a combo extender, and your X move can combo extend, but it's unreliant. So it technically has 3 combo extenders, just like Kage, but because one of them is unreliant, I'm going to say 2. And because the E move is ping based, I'm going to say it's 1. And because the R move is ping based, I'm going to say it's 0. Now I'm playing. But technically, it is a really good PvP fruit. And the reason why I'm putting it so high is because the amount of potential this has for PvP and combos and mix-ups is actually really nice. Your X move also instant block breaks as well, just like Yami R. So it's really useful. Your whole kit is good. You could go hybrid. You could do a ton of damage. Your Z move is really, really good as well if you PB them or if you block break them. So I do want to say that if this was a comp tier list, I would be putting it top 5. I just want to let you guys know. Even so, it could be replaced with the bottom of top 5. Okay, I'm going to be pulling up my list. Okay, I'm going to be pulling up the list that you guys gave me in the top 5. Okay, I have it pulled up on my other monitor. So, top 5. We're going to start with the last one. The 5th best fruit currently, Kage. Now, after the recent nerfs, Kage did turn more into a ping-based fruit when it comes to the X and the Coffin combo extenders. Coffin only combo extends with Mink Stun, if you didn't know. X move is ping based now. It's not hard to get out of if you have if the other person has high ping. But the E move still combo extend, and it still has a really good moveset in terms of like a PvP kit. Like I said, Kage is so much of a PvP fruit. Its whole moveset is basically, except alt, is based on PvP. Kage was actually you guys' number 4 in that list. It was rated at 10%, and I have put it in number 5. Mera. Now, Mera is going to be the number 4 spot here. Mera would be higher, but due to the recent burn nerfs, I gotta put it lower. Mera was actually the 3rd highest voted with 13%, and I'm putting it 4, which is kind of crazy. But anyways, Mera does have a ton of damage, but Mera is also, I hate to admit it, but you know, 5 and 1 Sadahikan is true unless you have bad ping. If you're running not your servers, the person can block it. I mean, the only reason why it's this high is because of the amount of damage it does, and because E move does combo start now. So it is a really good fruit, and it does have a lot of like damage output. So that's why it's up there. But these next 3 fruits are by far, in my opinion, the top 3 current PvP fruits for arena and just normal PvP. Number 3, which I think could be moved up to 2, depending on your opinion, but number 3 was actually the 2nd highest voted in the poll with 21%. It is Gura. Gura has 1 combo extender and 1 counter that combo extends if you catch them with it. Really good fruit, all block breaks. E move does also bait out, like if you use it and the person M1s you, like they get stunned right under you, you could start a combo. It's a really good fruit. It does take skill in my opinion. You do need to be good to properly use Gura. And that's the reason why I have it in top 5 and mostly in top 3. So that's why it is up there. Now for top 2, the 2nd place. Now there's only 2 options left. There's Hiei or there's Suna. This was a tough decision. So I originally had this fruit, the 2nd top fruit, in 1st place in my 3 other lists. But until realizing the combo potential of the other fruit, I had to switch them around. So number 2 is going to be Suna, which is actually the least voted fruit in that whole poll was 7%. So Suna, the reason why I have it so high up is because number 1, Suna is just nuts, bro. Come on. Like your E move is just a free combo starter and a free combo extender. Your R move combo extends still, even though with the recent nerfs, you just have to spam M1. Tornado is pretty good just to bait people out. And your X move is good for people holding block. It has a decent moveset, not as good as a moveset as Gura, I will say, but due to its 2 combo extenders and low cooldowns, that's why I have it so high up. That's the reason it's number 2. Number 1, none other than the 50% voted fruit on my pool, Hiei. I think we can all agree Hiei is number one. I don't think it's really like a question, even though it was a question for me until I realized Hiei does only have one combo extender, but Hiei does also have the best kit when it comes to baiting and for combo potentials, because Hiei can match with a lot of different stuff. Hiei can match with Fishman, Hiei can match with Vampire and make true combos. It can match with almost anything and make true combos. It's just a really good overall PvP fruit, and with the recent ragdoll buffs on it, it's actually just nuts. You could combo it with shotgun, like I made a video on it. You could combo it with a lot of different stuff. That's why it's all the way up in my top 5, in my top 1 actually. That's the reason why it's all the way up there. Alright, now I'm going to be showing you guys the Battle Royale tier list. Now, Battle Royale isn't going to take as long as my PvP one, because my PvP one was like I had to go in depth. I think we can all agree on the top in Battle Royale. So here is the list. I'm not going to make what I did last time. I'm just going to go like where I went from D, C, B, A, S. So I'm just going to go from bottom to top real quick. Heal and Kilo obviously last. They both have terrible movesets unless you're playing duos and squads with Heal. They're not that good. Next I have Horo being the third worst. Even though it does have a combo extender, it does bugs out a lot and it's not that good. You can block while you're in it, so it's not that good. Bomu is pretty low. I would say Bomu could go B tier. I would agree with that, but currently with the recent nerfs, I don't know how to feel about it. C tier, I do have Suke being C tier. C tier, Suke isn't that good. It's only good to steal loot and to catch people off guard. When it comes to last zone, you're just going to get completely blitzed by other fruits. B, we got Spin. Spin is still really good in terms of just early game PvP. It's really bad end game, that's why it's so low. And we got Spring. Spring does not have that much of a good moveset for BR. I feel like its moveset is more for PvP, if anything. But that's why I have it that low. I do think Mero is better than Yomi, so I will be putting Mero above Yomi due to ultimate combo extending. Your arm move combo extends, your X move combo starts. So it's just really good for BR. I have Ito also there. Ito, Kage. The reason why they're there is because they're both PvP fruits. They're good early game, and they're good if you want to get kills fast. But when it comes to last zone, and if there's like 4 or more people with like any fruits in any here, like anywhere here, you're losing. Even Paw, bro. Next is Gomu Gear 2. I do think Gomu is really good and better because of Gear 2. And the reason why it's not S tier is because of recent evasives. Makes it harder for Gomu to get their mode because they can just evasive out all the time. Paw Ultimate carries this fruit like crazy. Same with Paw TP. Can save you from situations. And it has a pretty good moveset with all block breakers for last zone. So that's why I have it top A tier. Next for S tier. Now this is where you guys are going to get mad at me, okay? Bari is the bottom S tier, and the reason why is Bari has good kit. It does. For endgame. That's all there is. It's only good for endgame. I mean, unless you're running the whole game early on, this fruit is useless early game. You guys could say that, oh, I would eat something like Mero, like a PvP fruit, and then I would switch to Bari late game. That's not what we're looking at. We're looking at this fruit's usefulness throughout a whole game of Battle Royale. And from what I can tell, Bari's only good in endgame zones. That's all it's good for. So it's also good for duos and squads and to trap people in zones. But other than that, you can't PvP with this fruit. Unless you're really good, you can't PvP with this fruit. It's too hard. That's why I have these fruits ahead of it. Zushi, Suna, Yami, and Goro. I could put Yami higher than Goro, but I feel like Goro's up there because of its block break moves and just because it has a overall better moveset. So I will be putting it up there. So in SS tier, now this is where I'm going to start going more in depth. Now, the reason why Mochi is so high is because of the recent days buffs on the ultimate. If I'm being straight up honest with you, it completely carries that fruit. Like, when I mean that, I mean that. It carries the crap out of it. It has good moveset to go hybrid with as well, or even fruit main and M1 main. So it's a fruit that you could go all 3 with, just like Yuki, which is the next one. Yuki could be put higher, not gonna lie. It's just that with the recent damage nerfs on it, it's not really the best to go fruit main. It is good to go hybrid, but I don't know about fruit main because your ultimate doesn't do as much damage. And even when you do a lot of damage, evasive bar does fill out fast, so it's easy for the other person to just get out. That's why I do think Pika is better, because Pika with the recent days buff is way better for endgame. Way better. I mean, dude, so much better. Block breaks right, left, everywhere. That's why it's there. Next is Magu. Magu has just really good damage output and burn. That's why I have it better than those fruits beforehand. R move block breaks, E move block breaks, and you have 2 fist moves that do 130 plus damage when going through main, plus burn, so that's like 200 something. It's really good. I do think it's really good in Battle Royale, mostly last zones. It also is a water fruit, so if you need to, you go to water and you're safe. Okay, this is gonna be crazy, but OP being this high, you guys are gonna get mad, but OP is really good last zone, and when I tell you it's really good, I mean, I'm telling you it's really good. You have your whole entire moveset to play with in last zone, and nobody can get out of it because the zone is the same size as your room. So you have a whole moveset to play. Really good to go fruit main, and really good to go M1 main with this fruit. It's even good to go hybrid, so that's why I have it up there. Ultimate is also really good. It has a combo extender. It's nice. And then we have Tori. Now with the Tori alt buffs, I do have to put it top of SS. It is not top 5 though. Anyways, we're just gonna go straight into top 5. I have Gura being bottom top 5 because Gura, a whole block break moveset, is just OP last zone. Really good damage when going through main. The only issue and the reason why it's not higher is because of its cooldowns. It does have a cooldown issue. They are pretty long, so I'm gonna have to say it's top 5, but number 5. Number 4, I got Hiei. Hiei is still really good even with the recent nerfs on block break stomp. Even though it did affect this fruit greatly in Battle Royale, stomp is still insanely good. You just have to catch the person off guard and make them on block, and then they get launched in zone. You have a full moveset that freezes them except your E move, so you could just infinite stun them and just throw them in zone non-stop. That's why it's up there. Also really good for PvP since it won number 1 for PvP. So next is Buddha. Only reason why I have Buddha this high is because full form is just like a free win. Not gonna lie, I don't even think Mara can counter full form Buddha. Full form Buddha is just completely insane. 50% damage reduction, and that move that completely heals you, like if you're in safe. It's just crazy. That's why I have it up there. Like literally full form carries this fruit, and early on, it's hard to get zone bar. That's why it's not higher than Venom, because bar is insanely hard to get. It's also terrible to go fruit main with this fruit early on. So just building farm is just, or building your bar is just not fun. Alright, now this is going to cause a lot of commotion, but I did think Venom was number 1 overall, because Venom endgame is kind of like a free win. But I got in a game where I died early, or I died in last zone, and it was a Venom and a Mara. They both were pretty bad. But you wanna know who won? The Mara won. And why did the Mara won? All the Mara did was he can Firefly, and then he used his X move, Flame Pillar. Flame Pillar's instant flame. He would Flame Pillar, and then he would Firefly. So he would Flame Pillar, Firefly, get out, fly up in the air, so the Venom can hit him. I feel like it is the only and perfect counter. Buddha and Mara are the perfect and only counters for Venom. And that's why I have Mara number 1. Because early on, it is the best fruit to have. I mean, you're doing tons of damage. You third party, you do a ton of damage. Really good fruit. And Venom is also really good fruit early on because it does a ton of damage. That's why it's number 2, not ahead of Buddha. And full form is easier to get as well because, you know, it's not hard to hit your moves with Venom. And because, they, you know, some of them block break. Anyways, this is my list for BR. I know you guys are going to have some complaints about some of these stuff. I would like to hear them in the comments, and I will defend this list. If I do think you have a valid point, I will say that we could move it that way since it is a valid point. But I'll go over as many comments as I can. And yeah, hopefully y'all enjoy, man. I'll see you guys next video.